There are a lot of spots in Half-Life games that people just hate. Chapters of the game that do something weird, get incredibly repetitive, or just don't live up to the same standard of quality. Unfortunately, there's no way around these areas. There are, however, a number of skips for some of the best parts of these games. To skip We've Got Hostiles, one of the most important chapters for the game's storyline, all you have to do is press E on this scientist at the right time and shove him until he opens the door for you. This is possible because Half-Life is jank as all hell, and this is the only way Valve could find to keep NPCs from getting stuck everywhere. A little later on, power-up can be skipped by platforming on trip mines at this concrete barrier. You can then squeeze through the tram elevator to on a rail, but you'll need a lot of health and armor to survive the electrified water at the end. After that, every part of on a rail that you complain about can be easily skipped by just taking a bit of damage on the rails. So stop complaining. Before you dislike the video because I insulted bad opinions you may or may not hold, I'll tell you how to skip the absolute worst map in the entire game to make up for it. When you enter the Interloper chapter, just long jump to one of these pillars coming out of the ground, then hitch a ride on a flying stingray to the exit. There are a ton of other smaller skips you can do throughout the game, most of them only necessary if you don't want to wait. My favorite of these would have to be the grenade boost to skip the hazard course's target range. Valve tightened things up a lot for Half-Life 2, but it's still possible to skip those spots in Root Canal where you have to get out and go shoot people. One by carefully aiming this garbage pistol at a distant barrel, then the other by just driving like a madman and ramping off of this pipe. Of course, this is just scratching the surface. There are a ton of more difficult skips that players can achieve in all of the games, so I'll leave links to a few speedrun related videos below.